Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. It is Tidewater
Good
Safety
afternoon,
Shoes
race
race
fans,
night.
and welcome to Larry
Here
King
in
Law's
Hampton,
Langley
race
Speedway.
5,
It is
2024. We are set for
Tidewater
Bojangles, bow time qualifying.
It
It is bow time here in Hampton. We are set for Bojangles, bow time qualifying here at the tower with you. Brian White here down on pit lane.
It is a jam-packed night of action here.
8 races in total for tonight's festivities. 285 laps of action first on deck. The Hunt's Recycle Factory Champ Cards, they're going to go at it for 20 laps. They'll be the first series to qualify. Up next, it's the Hoosier Driver late models. They've got twin 50s tonight. 2 of the 8 races going in their favor. Race number 3, the Virginia 811.com Pro 6 division for 25 laps. The Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks, 25 laps for race number 4. Race 5 tonight is the Yesco Virginia Racers, our limited late model category. They've got 50 laps as well. And the Cycle City Corp Legends, they're also going to be on deck. They're race number 6 for 25 laps. They'll be the second group to qualify here this afternoon. Up next, race number 7. It's the late models one more time. 50 more trips around, capping off the evening. Not a common occurrence, but they're going to do it tonight. It's the old school video game Super Streets for 40 laps. That's race number 8. Again, Tidewater Safety Shoes race night here in Hampton. So happy to have you with us. Weather just a little cool out there. It's in the mid-60s. Little cover obviously above, as you can see from our camera high atop the racetrack, and that make perfect conditions for go fast day. The drivers are going to love the gripped up conditions. And no sunshine, so it should not be too slippery out there. It's going to make for ideal conditions when we get rolling here. It should be just a few more moments. As I mentioned, the champ carts are going to roll first. They are lined up on the pit lane. Lined up 2 by 2. Drivers getting the okay to turn the engines on and get going here. I believe it'll be 2 or 3 cars at a time, and we'll set our lineup for race number 1. Number 1. Looks like the first cart out on track going to be Jordan Valdez in cart number 18. Looks like the first cart out on the point standings currently. He's got 1 win already in the bank, and looking to add to that tonight. The point standings currently got 1 win already in the bank. All the way to the top of the racetrack, just like they do at Daytona and Talladega, the longest way around, trying to build the speed in these carts. Like they do at Daytona and Talladega, the longest way around, trying to build the cart on the racetrack. John Schneider, 06 machine. John Schneider, 06 machine. John Schneider, 06 machine. First card out on track, as I mentioned, Jordan Valdez. There you see him working his way into turn number 1, going out on track. Underneath the 4 of Valdez, there you see Ryan Hudgens there. He's getting up to speed as well. 3 carts on the track currently. Ryan Hudgens there. He's getting up to speed as well. 3 carts on the track currently. Driver to lay the gauntlet down and give a lap for everybody to shoot for. Driver to lay the gauntlet down and give a lap for everybody to shoot for. Off turn 4, first lap in the books. Jordan's time, 23.505. That's what we're looking at right now. John Schneider is under the clock as well, and so is Ryan Hudgens, cart number 4, also a winner in 2024. John Schneider, lap number 1, he goes to the top, 23.015. He's no stranger to putting it on pole here at Langley. He's done it in the past quite a few times. So there you see the 18 going down into the pits. Jordan's lap in the books. Ryan Hudgens now across the stripe in cart number 4. He goes 3rd at a 23.562. So 3 carts down, a few more to go, and looks like we're going to be done with the champ carts here very shortly. Brian White's on the pit lane. Brian, how are things down there, my friend?
Right now, Jordan Valdez, P2 on the leaderboard, nearly half a second. Jordan, hey, congratulations. Current point standings leader, how was your laps out there in qualifying?
It'd be a whole lot better if they stopped sending somebody right out in front of me.
And you got to be pretty happy with the season thus far.
Oh, yeah, me and my teammate have had a great year this far. We're just going to try to keep at it and get another one tonight.
All right, best of luck. That's Jordan Valdez. Not real happy here at the moment. But the driver that may be happy, I'll see if I can sneak in a word with John Schneider. John, hey, right now you're P1 provisionally.
That's awesome. Hey, if my kids are watching on Facebook, hi, guys.
Hey, tell us about that lap and how it felt to you.
It was all right. I missed my line a little bit, so I think I could go a little faster, but sounds good right now.
Hey, take us through the race. This series is so different than any of our other series here at the racetrack. The draft takes full effect here. How exciting is it to be in that big pack?
It's like driving on ice out there.
Best of luck. Have fun tonight.
Appreciate it.
All right, Adam, that is right now the driver that's currently the fastest here at the moment. That's John Snyder.
John, as I mentioned, not a stranger to putting it on pole here at Langley. He did it many times 1 season ago. While Brian was talking to those competitors, we saw Suya Saini, the rookie competitor in kart 55. He put it P2 on the board in front of Jordan. So Suya right now showing a lot of speed. He is outside of the front row provisionally. Jordan Valdez third. Ryan Hudgens currently fourth. Jason Mullins, the rookie, in kart 74. He is fifth. Mackenzie Holloway is sixth. And Jimmy Carr, there you see him working his way into turn number 1. He is the final kart to put down a lap. So we'll see what kart 76 has for us right now. 6 carts, have put down a lap. He is the 7th entry. Looks like, again, he is the last one. So off turn number 4, here comes Jimmy. Checkered flag in the air, and he goes up to third, 23-25 for kart 76. So Jimmy going to start inside row 2 next to Jordan Valdez. It's John Schneider we just heard from putting it on the pole. Kart 06 got it done. Brian, who are you with?
Right now, of course, we just talked with your pole setter, John Snyder, now officially starting P1. The driver that will start outside the first row, that's going to be Suyambav Sani. I talked with his dad just a moment ago. He will start again second, clocking in at 23.239 seconds, about 2/10 off the mark. But that won't matter come race time. They'll be in that tight draft. And, of course, the 55 kart in his rookie season looking to have a big night here this evening, hoping to get that victory. But I was talking with his dad about how quick he's been this year in just a few starts in 2024. He's going to climb from his cart. I'll see if I can sneak in a word with him here just for a moment. Hey, Suyam Bob, congratulations. A good lap. You've been running pretty strong this season.
Yeah, I'm new to this series, so I don't really know what to do. And, thanks to John for the cart that I bought. And that's all I have to say.
All right, Suyam Babsani, very, very fast. And again, he's just learning, Adam. He's still cutting his teeth, so to speak.
Yeah, the rookie making just his third start. This is the third race of the Champ Kart season. He's already got a front row start under his belt, finished top 5 in the most recent event. So Kart 55 carrying some momentum, but nobody quicker today than John Schneider. Kart 06 put down a time, 23:015. He is quickest. And we'll start from the pole. Suya Saini, we just heard from, will start P2. Jimmy Carr, the last kart to qualify, starts P3. Jordan Valdez, Ryan Hudgens, 4th and 5th. Jason Mullins will start 6th, and Mackenzie Holloway will round out the 7-kart Champ Kart field. Again, that's race number 1 on Safety Shoes Race Night presented by Tidewater. They have 8 races in total. Up next, it's the Cycle City Corp Legends. They're going to qualify and set their field for their race, which is race number 6 out of 8.
Of course, the Huns Recycle Factory HRKC Pro Wing Champ Karts just wrapping up Bojangles qualifying. Coming into this evening's event, of course, Jordan Valdez is atop the championship standings lead just by 1 point. So, of course, 2 different winners this year. Jordan Valdez and teammate Ryan Hudgens both have a victory here in 2024. So teammates within 1 point of each other. 3 points back is Jimmy Carr in the championship standings. We just talked to Suyam Bavsani. He's currently 4th. And Jason Mullins, another rookie. We'll see if we can get a word from him later on. He is currently 5th in the championship standings, just 7 points back. Mackenzie Holloway 6th. And John Snyder, of course, the pole setter, he is currently 7th here, just making his 2nd start, coming off a top 5 a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, John did miss that first race of the season, and since he's returned in 2024, been very, very quick in the 06 course. As I mentioned, many poles last year for John, so looks to have another strong night. He did pick up a win last year as well, so we'll see if he can convert that into a win. As we talked about earlier, it's been all Valdez and Ryan Hudgens this year. They are the only 2 drivers to reach victory lane, both trading off events, 1 win apiece. And as Brian mentioned, 1 point separating them as a result. But wasn't for a little bit of late race drama last time they were out. They were battling it out in the pack and almost ended up losing the race with a couple of laps to go, but were able to pull it together and get to victory lane. So up next, again, it is the Cycle City Corp Legends. They're going to go at it for 25 laps around the racetrack tonight. They're going to qualify next. Third group to qualify, it's going to be the Pro 6 division, the Virginia811.com Pro 6 division. After them, it's the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks, the Super Streets, old school video game Super Streets are the 5th group to qualify. the Virginia Racers, they'll qualify in the 6th spot. And finally, it's the late models, the Yesco late models. They'll be the final group to qualify on Bojangles bow time qualifying here. 7 divisions in total, 8 races on the docket. Of course, the late models having 2 events, so all divisions will qualify. Everybody qualifies except the Enduros when they race here, but they're not on the schedule this evening. But everybody will qualify. Everybody will set their field for their respective race tonight. And again, it all happens right here on Bojangles bow time qualifying here at Langley. Race fans, if you're thinking about coming out to the racetrack, we would love to have you. It's just a short trip here to Hampton, Virginia. The weather very, very beautiful here, just a little cool, so be sure to dress accordingly. Just a little cloudy here tonight, but no precipitation on the forecast, which is always a good sign. We've got plenty of cars and plenty of tickets still available as well, langley-speedway.com. And of course, you can get them right here at the box office for race night. Here's Tidewater Safety Shoes race night in Hampton. Again, 7 o'clock start time for the rest of the season up until the final month of October. We are indeed back to the 7 o'clock start time all the way through the summer. The final month of the season is October. That's when we'll go back to our 5 o'clock start time, so make sure to mark your calendars for that.
Getting set for our very next division, Cycle City Corp Legends. It's all about Tommy Jackson Jr. this year. 2 races, 2 victories for that driver who won 4 events last season. So Tommy Jackson Jr. will be coming out. Looks like he's second on the grid here as they get set to come out and take to the speedway. 2 laps on this 4/10 mile oval. We'll take the best of those 2 laps, and that'll be the official lap of record as we prepare for qualifying coming up here this afternoon. Quite a few Cycle City Corp legends getting ready to go to battle here this afternoon. Tommy Jackson Jr. again with those 2 victories. He leads the point standings by 3 markers over Cody Carlton and Charlie Bills, who are tied P2 in the points coming into tonight's races. Spencer Saunders had a major crash in practice, Adam. Of course, the tire came off of that car. He slammed the outside retaining wall in turns 3 and 4. So certainly not the way Spencer wanted to start this afternoon. He's currently 4th in the championship standings, 7 points back, coming off of 2 top 5 finishes with a season best of 4th. So we'll see if he's able to come out. I don't think that car will be racing, but we'll find out.
Yeah, good point there by Brian. Was mentioning the 7 of Spencer Saunders, 2022 champion here in the Legends. Been over a year since he's won a race, and the bad luck still just not leaving the 7 team. Spencer did get into the wall in 3 and 4. The right front tire, I believe we saw it come off the car, and that is the reason for the wreck. Spencer looked to be all right. We did see him climb out earlier this afternoon, but again, the car was not okay, so we'll keep our eye on Team 7 if they maybe got a backup car in place, but as of right now, it does not look like Spencer will be making his start this evening, but hope to have them back very, very soon. And up next, you mentioned it is the Legends division. Tommy Jackson Jr., the points leader, 2 wins in 2 races for car 87. Charlie Beals tied for second with Cody Carlton. Cody was fastest in practice, the most recent practice session, that is, the second of 2 rounds for this Legends division. Charlie Beals picked up the most wins last year, but came up short of the championship. He is hungry for a win. He's going to be the first car out on the racetrack. Race officials say it is go time, and the white-hot number 5B machine is heading out onto the speedway. 2 laps around this racetrack, a green-white checkered. No scuff lap for the Legends, so they'll be 2 laps in and done for their run. There's Charlie entering turn number 3. Car number 5 mentioned 5 wins last year, looking for his first one this year. Checking in with our friends from Facebook Live, Terry says, look at all those cars, looks exciting. Yes, Terry, it is absolutely slammed here in the infield. There are cars from turn 4 all the way to turn 1, and that's just the infield. We still have our outfield pits. They are full as well. She's rooting on Riley Music. Riley been strong this year. Robin says it's going to be a good night. Good luck to Edwards Motorsports. The Edwards Motorsports boys got 3 cars here this evening for 3 races in total. Going to be fun to watch them go at it. Right now we're watching Charlie on the racetrack. Off turn 4 he comes. He is quick. Lap number 2 is better. 18.033 the lap of record for Charlie. We'll see who can defeat that. One driver that's got to have a good shot at it, we know, is Tommy Jackson, and Tommy is indeed on the speedway. Working his way off turn number 2. Looking to go 3 for 3 on the season. He's the defending champion of the Legends as well. So plenty of momentum on Team 87. Lap 1 is already quicker, 17.812, Brian, straight to the top. Absolutely. I mean, when you're talking about 17-second club, he's the only driver in that category. 17.722. That's over 3/10 better than the Charlie Beals lap. Charlie with an 18.033. So Tommy definitely grabbing the attention of the field. Next is Ryan Cooper in car 95. 18.898 on lap number 1. Slowest out of the 3 thus far. Mason Weekly on lap 1, eclipsing the Ryan Cooper lap. Ryan was sits fourth out of 4 so far. Mason is third, 18.391. Ryan's best lap, 18.572, so a couple of tenths in favor of car 48. Can he get more on his second lap? Yes, he can, 18.245, so about a tenth of a second pickup for Mason in his sophomore season. Next car to take a lap, the number 9 car of Chris Fahid. Chris ran some laps here in previous years. I believe this is his first start of 2024, so good to have Chris back with us in the Legends category.
Wow, 2024 has been really kind too, just like 2023. I can't make Chad, Andy,
Tommy's sitting P1, still a couple of tenths in his favor. Chris Fahid in car number 9 puts it P3, 18.199. Ryan Micah just finished up his lap. You see him pulling into the pits. He's P4. The rookie competitor at 18.236. Mason Weekly sitting 5th. Ryan Cooper 6th. And 7th car out, mentioned Cody Carlton, fastest in second practice, the number 11 and flying 11. And a nod to our late friend Dale Lemons. Really, really quick as well. Tied for second in points, as Brian mentioned.
So what I'm doing, I'm struggling to figure out how to explain it to you. So let me show you.
Talking with one of our officials, Miss Stephanie, up here in the tower. She's just informed me we made a qualifying format change tonight. We're going to run the Super Streets before the Super Trucks, so all Super Street competitors, please take note. We're going to run the Pro 6 division, then the Super Streets, then the Super Trucks. So up fourth will be the Super Streets, the old school video game Super Streets, and then the Super Trucks will be 5th in the qualifying order. So quick note to all of our competitors. Yes, we're watching the 17 of Devin Courtney on the racetrack. Devin is currently 4th quickest at an 18.186. So a good lap for Devin, winner here from a season ago. Now it's Andrew Hund on the racetrack in car 21. Brian, you spoke with him.
Is that making sense?
It's our plan B is what we call it.
How long the track and the car
We're still fighting the real loose off conditions, so hopefully we can get that.
Can you see the
rear end to
screen?
sit under it, see if we can get some more drive in the race.
All right, best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Chris, steady hand right now, Adam.
One of the other things I want to show you is with the zooming, okay?
Good run in his return to Langley. Chris sitting P5, as Brian mentioned. Fifth out of 10 cars. This is car 10, or car 41, the Wood Brothers throwback paint scheme on the Ted Zarpis race car. The rookie competitor is 10th out of 10 on lap number 1. So we'll see if he can pick up on lap number 2. Mentioned Chris was P5. Ryan Micah currently sits P6. Mason Weekly is 7th. Andrew Hun 8th. Ryan Cooper 9th. And Ted Zarpis right now 10th out of 10. Quicker on lap number 2, but still 10th quickest in car 41. Again, all of our Super Street competitors, you're going to be after the Pro 6 division, which is on deck next. So again, all Super Street competitors, please take note. You guys are 4th in line to qualify, then the Super Trucks. So old school video game Super Streets, 4th in line, then 5th will be the Super Trucks presented by Harris Truck Shop. So everybody that's listening to my voice in the outside pits, please take note of that. And again, Pro 6 competitors, you guys are on deck, so please be ready because we've got just a few more Legends cars set to put down a lap. This is Michael Zarpis in car 21Z. He is 10th quickest currently at the moment. Fast laps for both drivers currently. Ryan's had a great season up to this point, a couple of top 5s under his belt. His first full-time season in car number 16. Here's a driver who had his first full-time season last year, Jake Harberts, in the number 80 machine. Jake's first lap was P7, lap 2, P4, 18.092. Great lap for the number 80 machine. So Jake showing a lot of speed here in Bojangles, bow time qualifying. Everybody's still chasing the Tommy Jackson Jr. lap, and indeed that is going to do it for the Cycle City Corp Legends. It is Tommy Jackson putting it on the pole. Tommy's going to line up P1 next to Cody Carlton in P2. Charlie Beals lines up 3rd next to Jake Harberts in P4. Devin Courtney going to line up 5th. Chris Fayhead going to line up in 6th. Ryan Micah 7th. Mason Weekly is 8th. Andrew Hun is 9th. Ryan Cooper 10th. Michael Zarpis going to start 11th. Ted Zarpis going to start P12. Again, the Legends category going to be race number 6 on Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Up next, it's the Virginia811.com Pro 6s. A lot of speed for car 87. Checking in again with our friends on Facebook Live. Bob Gherkin says good luck to the national champion car 77. That is Mr. Connor Hall. He's back with us tonight. Mark Duncan says good luck. Everybody tuning in. AC Hughes says good luck, Alicia. Talking about Alicia Potter. She got her first win in the Super Trucks a couple of weeks ago. And Jack Dotson, our friend from Jack Dotson's Racing Insider News, checking in, says he can't quite hear Brian. Appreciate all of you race fans tuning into Facebook Live. We are messing with some audio gremlins and trying some things here in the PA booth, so we are just tweaking some things and working on things as we go. Appreciate the patience. But we are getting things worked on. Robin also checking in on Facebook Live. And again, next car to qualify going to be the Virginia811.com Pro 6 category. Their race number 3 on the evening, 25 trips around. Travis Wall been the guy to beat so far in 2024. 2 wins in 2 races for him. No surprise there. Atlee Weiss turning heads in the category. Got the win last year in car 78. He'll be fun to watch as well in the Virginia Racers division. Chris Bechtel, 3rd in points. He's got a new wrap on his car, that 67 car, looking very, very sharp. He's been fast. Trey New is back in car 55. He's had some gremlins of his own kind in that number 55 car, so good to see him back here at Langley. Nick Lamarche, Steve Rabenstein also here. Debbie Biesecker, she is ready to race. Looks like the 39 car is also here as well. Drivers lining up, getting ready to go after it for Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in to Facebook Live. Denise Hall says, "Go Connor." Happy to have the national champ back with us. Car 77 making his return after a dominant 2023. We'll see if he can pick back up where he left off last year. Plenty of wins across the board. Now runs full-time in the Autos by Nelson Toyota over on the Cars Tour. Of course, has the night off, so he brought it here to Langley Speedway. We're happy about that. Got a lot of friends traveling from out of the area that are here, and we're happy to have them as well across multiple different divisions. Again, it is a packed house, as you can see. Field absolutely slammed here in the infield, and plenty of late models, plenty of limiteds. 3 races in total when you count the late model category. 2 for the Yesco late models. And, of course, 1 for the Virginia Racers as well. So 150 laps in total for late model competition tonight. Going to be a lot of fun here on Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Again, a 7 o'clock start time is what we're looking at. So here comes Atlee Weiss. We talked about him. 2nd in points so far this year. He's been 2nd right behind Travis. Seems like just about every week he's got a win under his belt, so he knows how to get it done. Looking for win number 2 tonight. Here he comes off turn 4. And I want to correct myself from what I said earlier. It's the Yesco Virginia Racers, our limited late model category. Hoosier Driver late model is going to be the 2 twin 50s tonight. While Sparky was down there talking to Brian, Atlee Weiss was on the racetrack. He's quick as 17.294. Jackson Boone on the racetrack. Pickup for car 39 in Jackson Boone. Next on the racetrack, it's Mr. Pro 6 himself, Travis Wall, in car 44. Yeah, Travis picking up right where he left off a couple weeks ago. 16.9 is the quick lap, and it belongs to car 44, the only driver under 17-second bracket right now. Chris Bechtel was the most recent car on the racetrack. There you see the 67 car. Great wrap on there. Miles Seamless Gutter on the quarter panel. He's P4 right now. Jackson Bones hits P3. Nick LaMarche is on the racetrack. He's the 5th car to qualify in car 48. So we'll see what kind of lap he puts down. Lap number 1. 5th quickest, 19.042. Going to have to pick up quite a bit here if he wants to have a shot at the Travis Wall lap. Can lap number 2 produce anything? Not quite, but a little bit quicker, 18.499 for car 48.
Position number 6. And, of course, we have just wrapped up our Pro 6s, sponsored by VA811.com. And Travis Wall, no surprise, he'll start on the pole.
We were waiting on the 4 car of Debbie Biesecker, but looks like they're having technical issues down there with that car. Debbie just can't seem to get that car fired. So believe we have called it for Pro 6 qualifying. You just heard from Travis Wall, the pole sitter. He's going to line up P1 next to Atlee Weiss. No surprise there. Trey New making his return to 2024 here at Langley. He's going to line up 3rd. A great lap for him. Steve Rabenstein in car 11 is going to start 4th. Great run for the 11 machine. Jackson Bones going to start 5th. Chris Bechtel in 6th. Nick LaMarche and Debbie Biesecker rounding out our Pro 6 field. Again, that's race number 3 on the docket tonight. 3 out of 8. Up next, it is in fact the old school video game Super Streets. The Super Streets are entering the racetrack now. They're going to head down pit lane and line up for qualifying. They are race number 8 on the docket. So again, they're going to wrap up tonight's action here at Langley. So a little bit different for them. We'll see how that affects the competition later on this evening. Again, they're next to qualify. Up next, it's the Super Trucks. You just heard Chris Bechtel talk about it. They're having some issues, so hopefully they have time to get it fixed. We'll see. After that, it's going to be the Virginia Racers and the late models. Going to wrap things up here for Bojangles Bowtime qualifying. Again, so happy everybody's tuning in on Facebook. Our friend Jack Dotson says hello to Adam, Brian, and everybody here at Langley. Lori is also watching. She's saying, go Danny Harrell. So we'll keep our eye on car 95. Danny, of course, a proud member of the Super Street division. He also runs in the Limiteds, or used to run in the Limiteds here at Langley. Still does this year. Car 95 is just about everywhere, including the day of destruction, beginning and end of 2024 each and every season. Danny is a prominent figure here every Saturday night, whether he's racing or not. The Hot Wheels team, you can always recognize them in the pits. They've got their blue and red gear on, the 95 high, or raising the 95 flag high and proud in that camp, and of course, can never mistake them when you see them on the racetrack. So first up to qualify in this division, the Super Street's going to be Jacob Wood in car 28, the Kelly Yarbrough throwback machine. He had a great run last week, was top 5 in the race, actually finished second after putting it on the pole. So Jacob carrying some momentum into this evening. We'll see if he can continue his good run. Jacob just a rookie in this division as well, so making his first full-time season here at Langley. He's also running with his teammate in the 27, the Tim Richmond throwback. Keep our eye on the Wood machines. Also plenty of great other competitors. Dale Nichols, the most recent winner here in this category. He was the winner from a couple of weeks ago and then took over the points lead. So Dale, former champion, getting it done early in 2024. Gordon Weeks, we know he can get it done. Third in points. Sammy Gator, the defending champion, also looking for his first win. He's second in the point standings coming into tonight. Joe Stuck, last year's Rookie of the Year, he's having a strong run, currently 5th in points, so plenty of drivers trying to make a name for themselves in this category. And Brian, it is all to play for here in the Super Streets.
It indeed is, and I'm going to go down here and talk with Tommy Smith in car number 69. Tommy got a really sharp-looking race car, blue and black. Hey, Tommy, you ready to give it a go here this evening?
Yeah, man, we're glad to be back here.
And how was the car in practice today?
It was way off. We were way too tight today. Hopefully we made the right changes.
That's Tommy Smith. Good luck, Tommy. Have some fun out there as we're watching the very first car take to the racetrack. That is Jacob Wood. He has been incredibly strong here this season. Jacob Wood, our top rookie in 2024, comes in this race tied for third of the championship chase, just 5 points back. And very impressive, Adam, because he had a runner-up finish just a couple of weeks ago back on April 20th. And we've got Wesley Newell down here in car number 11. He's currently 10th in points. Hey, Wesley, you ready for the events here today?
Yes, sir.
How was the race car?
It's good. We didn't really push hard in practice, so we're going to release her in qualifying.
That's the thoughts of Wesley Newell. He's getting ready to go out and turn some laps here at Langley Speedway. 2, to be exact, will take the best of the 2 laps, as of course Jacob Wood has clocked in at 18.589 seconds. Ryan Hutchins is on the racetrack right now.
Mentioned Jacob Wood, the most recent pole sitter in this division, 18.589. He's looking to go back-to-back in terms of grabbing the number 1 starting spot. We'll keep our eye on that. Right now it's Ryan Hutchins turning laps. P2 for car 14, 18.589. Jacob's quick lap. Ryan's quick lap, 19.392. After 1 lap, he's working on lap number 2 as we speak. Down to the 3rd turn here, right on that yellow stripe. Car looks good. The blue and orange number 14 machine. Checkered flag in the air, still second, but does pick up 19.068 for car 14.
Look at this really cool race car down here, Adam. We talked about throwback schemes. Of course, next weekend, Darlington Raceway, host of the Throwback NASCAR weekend. But we're having our own throwback weekend every Saturday. And we've got the Harry Gant throwback. This is car number 33 for the old school video game Super Streets. A sharp-looking race car, as this driver will be ready to go here in just a little bit, as we've just had now 3 cars take to the Speedway.
That's right, 3rd car on the track, Joe Stuck, the number 16. There you see him down the backstretch, lap 1, P2 on the board, 18.715. Right now working lap 2. Joe goes across the stripe, a little quicker, but still not enough. 18.669 for car 16. Jacob still quick, I said an 18.589. 3 cars have went down the lap. The 4th car now making his way around the speedway. Matt Kaminskas in car number 45. Matt has for the stopwatch right now, looking to make something happen.
Got Caleb Shiplett. I was talking about that throwback scheme to Harry Gant, who's made this car very famous in the 1990s. So Caleb Shiplett, hey, no pressure, but you're driving like the Skull Bandit 33 race car. No pressure, but you're driving the Harry Gant race car. That's pretty cool.
That's right. Yeah, we like to do the throwback for me and the other Woods boys out here.
How was your race car here today in practice?
It's doing pretty good. This is the first time we've actually had a chance to make it out on the track. We've had some, mechanical troubles, opportunities, if you will. So we got those taken care of, and we're hoping just to make some fast laps today.
If I'm not mistaken, a couple of weeks ago you had some issues in practice. Is that right?
Yeah, we broke an axle, but we're good to go now, so we'll see what we can make happen.
Right, that's Caleb Shiflett getting pushed out of the line. He'll be coming out here momentarily. And Dale Nichols will also be coming out. Of course, Dale Nichols, the current point standings leader, fresh off that win. Hey, Dale, had to feel good a couple of weeks back to get that win.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. It's, not really worried about qualifying, just worried about the good race car and putting it together for 40 laps, and hopefully be able to do it again tonight.
Do you think you got a good race car for the actual event itself?
Yeah, that's what we've been working on a lot more. Trying to, it's nice to be fast in qualifying, but you also want to be fast during the whole race. And
hey, since the car was so good 2 weeks ago, how much do you still have to tweak on it to make it run strong tonight?
We haven't really been stopped working on it. To try to run up front, you got to work on it. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
All right, that's Dale Nichols, Adam. They still had to tweak the car, even though it was so fast a couple of weeks ago. So fast, so much to say he won that event.
That's right. Dale knows how to get it done. He's a former champion here in the Super Streets. We'll see him qualifying in just a few more cars. Right now, watching the number 69 machine to Tommy Smith. Brian talked to earlier, said he was really struggling with a tight condition. You can see that condition really still bothering him. That car up the hill, the front end not wanting to turn. And he is 5th out of the 6 drivers so far. Sean Calloway also on the racetrack. He was 6th out of 6 in that number 12 machine. Right now it's Wesley Newell turning laps in car number 11. Brian spoke to him a little while ago. Excuse me, the green and black number 11 flashing down the backstretch. This is the 7th car out. Still a handful of cars left to go here for the old school video game Super Streets. Up next, the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks. They're going to be the next division to qualify.
Well, Adam, I'm standing down here right now with the fastest driver in the old school video game Super Streets, Jacob Wood. Hey, Jacob, that was a pretty quick lap.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. We came up one spot short last week, so well, hopefully stay on the pole again and we can finish P1.
Hey, and you and I talked during qualifying 2 weeks ago about how fast that race car was. You said, yeah, we're going to go out and try to win this race. And daggone, if you didn't get a second place finish, you were also close. You could sniff victory lane.
Yeah, we got a little bit of work to do on the car. We're still fighting a tight problem. I almost hit the wall, actually. But,
and this is your first full season in this division, but you certainly don't race like it. How do you prepare each week to get ready to get behind the wheel?
I ran up at Dominion a little bit, so I got a little seat time, but I got Landon Abbott helping me, so that helps a lot.
And let's talk about Dominion for just a minute, because that track is vastly different than Langley. From your perspective, how different are those two tracks, and what's the reason they're different?
At Dominion, it's who's got the biggest motor, and down here, it's who can drive the best.
Well, I'd say you're driving pretty good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Adam, that is Jacob Wood. Right now, he is still atop the leaderboard over Joe Stock, who currently sets provisionally P2.
That's right. Good lap for both drivers. Jacob, currently P1, mentioned he's the most recent pole winner, looking to go back-to-back. We just saw a couple of cars on the racetrack. Blake Wood in the Tim Richmond throwback, car 27. There you see him entering the pits. He is 6th quickest out of the 8 cars so far. Up next, it's Caleb Shiflett, who Brian spoke to, the Harry Gant Skull Bandit throwback, green and white 33 with the gold wheels. That's a nice touch for the 33 team. Caleb, 7th quickest, 19.424. The rookie competitor, there you see him down the backstretch on lap 2. See if he can pick up right now just 1,000th of a second behind the Blake Wood machine. So that's all he needs is .001. If he wants to gain a spot, can he do it? Yes, he can, and then some. 19.171 for the rookie competitor. P5 for Caleb Shiflett.
Down here with Joe Stock, car number 15. He currently sets provisionally outside the first row. Joe, that was a pretty quick lap out there.
Thank you. I mean, we got a pretty good car for tonight so far. Practice was a little shaky, but I mean, we're just out here trying to learn. It's only my second year doing this, so I want to thank Something More Meats and Sweets, Empire Roofing and Siding, M&M Fencing, and Hardwood Specialties also for their support, making this possible for us to get out here and live our dreams, you know.
You're like a three-way tie for fourth place in the championship standings. How much are you points racing as well?
I mean, our goal is just to get out there and do better each week. I try not to look at the points too much, and if you're consistent and successful, the points will just kind of fall in place.
All right, Joe Stuck, he's ready to go out. He's ready to go here this afternoon.
Actually, Joe just got bumped to third because Dale Nichols put in P1 in car number 8. The former champion, most recent winner, goes to the top, 18.511 for car number 8. That's about 3/4 of a tenth of a second faster than the Jacob Wood machine. Joe Stock is third, Matt Kaminskis fourth, Ryan Hutchins in P5. Great runs for those drivers here in Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. Right now, it's car 33, the other 33 machine, Chris Spangler, who currently sits P7, 19.176 on lap 1.
Well, Adam, I'm talking to a driver named Matt Kaminskis. Matt, you laid down a very fast lap, currently outside row 2.
Yeah, I got Phil Erickson working on the car, and he's made a lot of wholesale changes, and so far, it's working really well, a lot better.
When you say wholesale changes, can you explain to the fans kind of what that means?
Everything from the front springs to the settings on the rear, everything from stagger best we can.
Gotcha. It's a constant evolution, isn't it? You're constantly throwing something at this race car to get it faster.
Yeah, whenever the track changes, you got to change with it. If not, it's going to leave you behind.
And speaking of track changes, how much will it change between now and race time later this evening?
I think we're going to be pretty good with the overcast, and once nightfall comes, it's going to be a hell of a show at night.
Hey, have fun, Matt.
Thank you.
That is Matt Kaminskis. He currently sets 5th on the leaderboard. That's because Gordon Weeks has gone 4th. And Adam, you talked about the very fast Dale Nichols. He is provisionally on the pole right now. He laid down a lap of 18.511 seconds.
Yeah, Dale carrying the momentum from the most recent Super Street race. See if he can hold on to get the pole. You mentioned Gordon Weeks. He put in P3 in car number 20. There you see the blue and yellow machine. Gordon, 18.632, his lap of record. Third out of 12 thus far. Angelo Stellan on the racetrack. The white and green number 72 machine is the 12th car, the 13th car to qualify. As I say, it's a little more of a teal color, a bluish color on the 72 car. It's the 13th car to put down a lap. And right now, Angelo sits P9.
Adam, I'm not talking with Sean Calloway. I'm talking with Don Dawson, who's setting in Sean's race car. Hey, you guys were fast a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I hope he can do it again tonight. Yeah, we worked hard on the car, so I hope everything's in order.
Take us through your race program. You also do a good job out here as well.
Yeah, I did. I've had a couple of good races in the Enduro Series, and I'm hoping to keep it up and stay out of trouble.
We love the Enduro Series. It's wild to watch. It's got to be 5 wide.
Yeah, it gets hairy at times too, let me tell you.
Well, Don, go have fun out there next.
You too. Have a good night, buddy.
Hey, good talking to Don Dawson. He's setting in the race car for Sean Calloway, fresh off a top 5 2 Saturday nights ago.
Good talking with Don Dawson, the Enduro competitor. Yes, he is 13th out of 14 so far in the number 12 machine. We're watching Sammy Gaeta on the racetrack. Sammy, the former champ, goes to the top, 18.442, the new fastest cat in town in the Super Street division. Sammy, looking for his first win this year, has been very, very quick each and every race, but has not quite found victory lane. That's going to be a good boost for that race team. The now pink and blue number 21 car. Sammy, of course, the champion from a season ago. Eclipses Dale Nichols by just about half a tenth, a little more than half a tenth in car 21.
Standing down here right now with the driver that's 6th fastest, Angelo Stellan. Hey, Angelo, provisionally outside the 3rd row. How was that lap for you?
I'm pretty stoked with that. That's awesome. We've had a rough first 2 races of the year, and to come out here and do that, I'm really happy with that.
And how do you think the car is going to perform in the race tonight?
I don't know. We'll see. We've done a lot of changes over the off season. In the first 2 races, it broke. so it's going to surprise me.
Who are some of the sponsors that help support you and your race team?
I want to have a huge shout out to Turnkey Technical on the hood here. They're a big supporter. I've also got Sign Media, Maritime Mayhem. They're a big supporter as well. I got Man Electric on the spoiler back there. And Big E Dice Man Music. Big E Dice Man Music. Look him up on any platform. He's got some pretty good rap music.
All right, good stuff. Congratulations, Angelo. That's Angelo Stellan right now. He is currently 6th. And Adam, the driver that's climbing from his car, big smile on his face. We're talking about the defending champion who went to Dale Lemons victory lane 7 times last year, Sammy Gaeta. Sammy, welcome back. Number 1 here at the moment.
I don't know, maybe we just got lucky. Dale's pretty fast, so hopefully we can kind of make a race out of it. I know Jordan Wood's pretty fast, and he's, newer, and we had a lot of fun racing the last couple times that we run, so hopefully we can all keep it clean and have a good race and bring it to the end.
And what's the thoughts here tonight? Do you think you got a car capable of winning?
I couldn't hear you.
You think you have a car capable of winning tonight?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've had one the last couple weeks, but we just, one problem after another. Seems like we got them all fixed now, so hopefully whatever they did, the funniest thing is I couldn't tell you what they did. I don't know. They'll tell me probably at the end of the night if we win, so. But if they did something and we win, they'll keep doing it, and I won't say nothing.
Hey, just keep driving a fast race car.
That's right, sir. Thank you.
That is Sammy Gaeta. Adam, the red light has come on. That means Sammy Gaeta has officially won the Bojangles Pole Award.
That's right. The former champ is back. Sammy with his first pole of the season. 18.442, the lap of record here in the Super Street Division. Sammy looking for that first win on the year. Dale Nichols, most recent winner here, is going to line up 2nd. Jacob Wood, the rookie, going to start in 3rd. Gordon Reeks will start 4th. Joe Stuck rounds out the top 5. Angelo Stellan's going to start 6th. Matt Kaminskis lines up 7th. Ryan Hutchins, the rookie, is going to line up in 8th. Chris Spangler, Caleb Shiflett, 233 machines. How about that? They're going to line up in row 5. Danny Harrell, we just saw the last car on the racetrack. He's going to slot in 11th. Tommy Smith going to start 12th. Blake Wood, 13th. Sean Calloway, 14th. Wesley Newell going to start in 15th. Joshua Crabtree will line up in 16th. So 16-car field for the Super Streets. That's the final race of the evening, race number 8 here on Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Again, very happy to have everybody on Facebook Live watching. Robin says, way to go, Sammy. Rooting the number 21 team on. Roger Cook also says, let's go, Sammy. Linda Rogers watching, saying safe race to all. And of course, that's what we're thinking of. We want every driver and crew member to be safe out on the racetrack. Up next, it's time for the Harris Truck Shop Super Trucks. They're going to qualify for their race, 25 laps of action. Race number 4 here on the docket this evening. And of course, it was Alicia Potter in the number 8 truck that got it done the most recent time out. Let's go back trackside to Brian. Who do you got down there, buddy? Brian down there trackside hanging out with us. He's going to be in the booth later tonight. Good to have Brian with us. Now the Super Trucks making their way to the pit lane. Looks like they are all set and ready to go. Got some new drivers back, or old drivers back, that are making their debut tonight. One of those is, of course, Rick Paus, the number 9 car. He's a former winner and champion here. Bill Wallace in the 19 machine. He's back after putting a new power unit in that truck. So good to have them back as well. Looking up and down the field, drivers lining up single file, ready to go after it for the 3rd time in 2024. And oddly enough, we've got a 3-way tie for 3rd in the point standings. Paige Kane, Tim Carter, Gates Kobashevsky, all currently tied, dead even for 3rd in the point standings. It'll be something worth keeping an eye on. Drivers that have went to victory lane, of course, Alicia Potter, race number 2. Race number 1 went to Chase McAdams, the former champion, got it done opening night. It was fun to watch him get back to victory lane. He's been struggling the last couple of seasons after winning his most recent championship, so good to see him back in full form. We'll go back down trackside and check in with Brian. Brian, who do you have?
Hey, you just talked about Wild Bill. Wild Bill Wallace is back. Hey, you missed a few races, but hey, you're back tonight.
Yeah, it's good to be back. We had some unusual problems first 2 weeks and ended up putting a new engine in. But we're ready to go, see what we got.
How was the pickup earlier this afternoon in practice?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I made a lot of changes from last year, and I'm trying to catch up.
Hopefully we'll talk to you down in Dale Lemons Victory Lane.
Thank you.
That is Bill Wallace making his first start in 2024. And Adam, every time that truck and that driver more specifically shows up, he's quick.
That's right. Bill was third in points last year, didn't get a win, but was very, very consistent. Even led the points, I believe, for a couple of weeks last year. Bill, one of the most experienced racers out here at Langley across all divisions. Right now we're watching someone from probably the exact opposite end of the spectrum, Gates Kobaczewski. Gates was a rookie last year here in this division. He was a rookie of the year, in fact. Mentioned he's one of those drivers tied for third in points, so he's having a strong season, looking for his first career truck win. Again, we saw Alicia Potter do it 2 weekends ago. See if maybe Gates can do it this weekend. He's shown speed. A little sideways there in turn number 4. The back end really stepped out on him. That cost him a bit of time. Actually, as I said that, Brian Luce was fast. He picked up speed on lap 2.
Down here talking with Paige Kane, very similar to the 8 truck. This is the 38 truck. Hey, Paige, how's the season going for you so far? You've been, you got quite a few points.
Yeah, just trying to get faster every time I'm out here and finish every race. That's all you can do.
That's it. And what do you got for qualifying here today?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't qualified yet, so.
Well, best of luck. That's Paige Kane, Adam down here. She drives the 38 truck. And I was talking with her. She's actually third in the championship chase, tied with Tim Carter, 7 markers back. Paige Kane's best finish this year is 4th. So she's been really, really fast.
Yeah, good to see Paige out here. She had an incident in practice earlier on in turns 1 and 2, but truck is in one piece. The engine is running, so that's good news for Team 38. While we were hearing from Paige, it was Donald Brown going to the top of that 05 machine, straight to P1. Donald also a very competitive truck, second in points last year. He is quickest at a 19.461. Gates Kobaczewski, the first truck out, 19.753. He is second out of 2 thus far. Up next, it's a driver we were all watching a couple of weeks ago dominate the race and holding off champions while doing it. It's Alicia Potter in truck number 8. She makes her way to the speedway and is second on lap 1.
Standing down here with the driver that's not racing tonight, she'll be back in the future, Amanda Satterley. Amanda, you had a pretty eventful race just a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun, but I don't know. My dad didn't think so at all.
I think your mom and dad did. The car was on fire.
Yeah.
You bailed out on it in a hurry.
I did. That's why I'm glad I definitely practiced starting out in big cars. I've always practiced getting out quick, so very grateful.
How, and of course that speaks to the safety in NASCAR short track racing, that we've got safe vehicles, that you're able to get out of that car and you're here ready to go again. Will you be racing next week?
I will. Yeah.
How is it coming back after having a little bit of time off?
It was interesting. I didn't expect to do as great as I did my first race other than catching fire, but it was great and I'm glad to be back. Had to kick my grandpa out, but it's okay.
Our grandpa drove the car as well. Hey, best of luck next weekend.
Thank you.
That's Amanda Satterley.
Great to hear from Amanda down in the pit lane with Brian White, watching trucks turn some quick laps. Chase McAdams, the former champion, winner opening night, truck 62, new number on the side of that machine. He is quickest at a 19.011. Alicia Potter, we just saw lining up P2. P3 is Donald Brown. Gates Kobaczewski is 4th. And Bill Wallace is now on the racetrack in the number 19 machine. Good to have Bill back, making his 2024 debut. Just heard from Brian, was putting a new power unit in that machine and now ready to get after it. Bill, one of the most experienced competitors out here at the Speedway, 19. The truck 19 is quickest at a 19.631, 4th out of 5 so far. See what he's got in store here on lap 2 off turn 4. Checker flag in the air for Wild Bill and a 19.558, just a tick quicker, but still P4. Let's go trackside again and visit with Brian.
Talking with Alicia Potter, pickup truck number 8, fresh off that victory 2 Saturday nights ago. This driver, very, very fast, 2 podium finishes and 2 starts, a third and a win. Alicia, you were named Jack Dodson's Racing Insider News Driver of the Week. Tell us how big that win was for you a couple of Saturdays ago.
Honestly, it was surreal. I honestly didn't believe it. I had to sleep on it for a few days before I believed it myself, honestly. It was probably the best day of my life. My whole family was pretty proud.
I mean, you had a pile of people in Winner's Circle, and I think back to the first race, we thought it was Chris Roberts driving the car, and somebody ready to, there's no Chris Roberts in that car, it's Alicia Potter. I mean, right out of the gate, you've been fast.
Yeah, everyone did think it was Chris. It was funny because as soon as I got out of the car, everybody realized it was a girl. So that first win, you know, it was awesome to be able to do that. Honestly, all the fans down there, they've been waiting for this for a long time.
Talk to the young ladies that are watching on Facebook Live or in the grandstands. If they want to get in the sport of racing, this isn't just a boys' sport.
Just do it. Stop listening to the noise. You can do it. Everyone's gonna, it's really hard to be a girl racer a lot of the times because everyone's just gonna believe that you have fans just because you're a girl. It honestly feels like you have to work a lot harder because you're a girl, but you don't. Get out of your own head. Stop letting the noise get to you.
Don't let the noise get to you, and the stats speak for themselves. The stats speak for themselves. 2 strong runs, including a win.
I'm so sorry, I could not hear you.
I was just saying the stats speak for themselves. 2 strong runs, including a win.
Yeah, I agree with you. We got a good truck. We have an awesome team. So we should be able to win tonight.
Go have fun.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of fun, always.
That's Alicia Potter. Adam, she is right now 3rd on the leaderboard at Larry King Law's Langley Speedway. And I'll see if I can sneak in a quick word since he's right here. The fastest one on the property, turning in a time of 19.011 seconds. That is Chase McAdams. Chase, you've been really, really strong this year.
Oh yeah, it's been a good year so far. Just trying to stay strong. Been busy all week working on it hard. See what we can do tonight. She's fast. We found a lot of problems last 2 weeks. And truck's looking good, truck's feeling good. We'll see what it can do.
Hey, 3-time champion. Could it be a 4-time champion by the time we get to this autumn?
Hey, one race at a time, baby. One race at a time.
That's Chase McAdams. Very reasonable guys. And hey, we're still early in the season, man. Let's not talk about that yet.
Chase currently leading the points, so he's in a great spot to be able to do that. Fastest driver in town in the Super Truck division, Chase McAdams, in the new number 62 machine. Right now, P1 out of 6 trucks that have qualified. We're watching Rick Paust, who made his return to the Speedway here tonight. Good to see Rick back with us. He's a former champion here in the trucks, knows how to get to victory lane in that number 9 machine. Up next, it's the 00 Gary Osborne turning some laps. Good to have Gary with us here at Langley. I believe this is his first start of the season. The number 00 looking sharp. There you see him working his way down into turn number 1. Gary right now 7th on lap number 120.419. 7th out of 8 trucks so far. Not sure if we have a time on the Rick Paust machine or not. We'll check that. But right now showing Rick Paust P9. Gary's 2nd lap, a little quicker, still P7 for the 00 machine. He is 7th at a 20.252 as things stand right now. Up next, Tim Carter in the 01 truck. Talked to some drivers that are tied with him, Paige Kane being one of them. There is a 3-way tie for 3rd in points coming into this evening, Tim Carter being one of them. That 01 has been quick so far this year. Lap 1 going down for Tim. It's a great lap, 19.332, 3rd on the stopwatch right now. Digging for more down the backstretch, see if he can pick up some time. Needs a couple of tenths here to catch Alicia in P2. Can he do it? Not quite, just a little slower, a little quicker, but not quick enough. 19.207 for Tim. P3 as things stand right now. 9 trucks have taken the lap. 10th truck to do so, Chris McAvoy in the 03, or just the 3 machine. He has speed every time he's here at the racetrack, just does not have the finishes to show for it. He's had mechanical problems in both races this year, looking to finally get a race complete under his belt and get the finish that he deserves. Top 5 running in both races this season, trying to continue that tonight. Right now, he's 4th at a 19.430. Digging for more on lap 2. Let's go back downstairs, check in with Brian.
Hey, I'm talking with a past champion, Rick Paust. Rick, welcome back. This is going to be your first start for the season.
Yeah, man, excited to be back out here. Had a little issues at home this morning with my father, so if any of you out there like to pray, I'd ask for you to pray for my father-in-law, please. He's in the hospital right now, so. But we're out here trying to make a start, hopefully park this in victory lane for him tonight.
All right, was the truck pretty good for you earlier today?
Oh yeah, she ran good in practice. We made a small adjustment here for qualifying. It's a little loose, but I think she'll be all right by the end of the race. We'll be sporty.
Welcome back. Good to see you here, Rick Paust.
I appreciate everyone. Thank you.
That's Rick Powell's pickup truck number 9, having some transponder issues. We'll figure out exactly where he lines up here momentarily. As the red lights come on, that means Chase McAdams has gotten it done. He'll start on the pole here in this race. And Adam, I'm going to see if I can just sneak in one more word here with Chris McAvoy. He put the truck P3 or inside of row number 2, make that 4th spot. Hey, Chris, congratulations, a 4th place start for you.
Yeah, I'm just proud of this A&W Properties race team. I thank my grandfather Warren White for everything he's done, getting me out in this car. And I got to thank my team more than anything. We snapped the sway bar bracket early in practice, so this is really the first time I've actually been able to drive the car today. So we're pretty proud to put a 19.2 on the board.
All right, go park it in Victory Lane.
Say that again?
Go park it in Victory Lane.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot. Let's see if we can put some fast lap downs, and maybe I'll finally pull off the win. Hopefully we finish the race this week.
All right, that's Chris McAvoy. He says, hey, hopefully we'll finish the race this week.
Yeah, they're hoping to just get to the end of the race, talking about that 3-team mechanical problems in the first 2 events. Top 5 speed yet again for Chris McAvoy, but nobody quicker than Chase McAdams. Truck 62 puts it on the pole, 19.011 seconds, the lap of record. Alicia Potter, most recent truck winner, P2 in qualifying. Tim Carter going to line up 3rd. Chris McAvoy, we just heard from, going to start in 4th. Donald Brown lines up 5th next to Bill Wallace in 6th. Paige Kane going to start 7th. Gates Kobuszewski down in 8th. Gary Osborne going to start 9th. Kevin Rickman going to line up 10th. Rick Paust, we did not quite get a lap on the 9 truck, so we'll get an update for you a little later on. Chris Bechtel and Jesse Call did not put down laps. They're going to start at the rear of the field. So that's the Super Truck lineup. Harris Truck Shop Super Truck 25 lap race. Race number 4 on Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Well, race fans, we just got a couple of more divisions left. It's the 2 highest here at Langley, 2 of the biggest in the state of Virginia, the Yesco Virginia Racers and the Who's Your Driver late models coming up next.
And speaking of Who's Your Driver late models, the defending champion, I see his race car right here, the Town Bank entry car number 77, Connor Hall, of course, runs the full seat Cars Tour, is back making start number 1 in 2024. We'll see what Connor has in store here later on today.
That's right, Connor, the national champion, talking about the Division 1 late models. Good to have Connor back here with us. Mentioned he runs now for the Autos by Nelson race team in the Cars Tour, but of course they're off tonight, so he made the trip down here to Langley for the Connor Hall racing team. And the blue 77 back with us. I believe it was 14 times he went to victory lane last year. We'll see if he can pick up where he left off. Got a stout field, though, ready to greet him. Connor had great battles last year with Greg Edwards on multiple occasions. Greg picked up a few wins last year. Well, it seems like Greg has been the guy to beat this year, so we'll have to see how that all plays out. Got a number of newcomers here to Langley as well, some people from out of town, so plenty to play for here across 150 laps of action here across 2 different divisions. Again, it's the late model category for twin 50s, and the limited late models, the Virginia Racers, they're also going to do 50 laps tonight. So it's going to be all fun to watch on Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. It is race 2, and it's also race number 5. Talking about the first late model race, the Virginia Racers, and then race number 7 for the late models for their second 50-lap feature. Again, that's where we invert the top 8 finishers from race 1, meaning the driver that finishes in 8th place going to start on the pole for race number 2. And of course, as we mentioned, race fans, still plenty of tickets available. If you want to come out and join us, if you're in the area, please do so. Tickets are available, Langley-Speedway.com. And you can get them right here at the box office. Of course, if you're not able to join us, if you're not in the area, we'll be live on Floor Racing tonight at 7 p.m. Like always, our 7 p.m. start time is back. So definitely check our calendar out. We're going to be starting at the 5 p.m. start time way towards the end of the season in October to wrap up 2024. But 7 o'clock start time all the way starting now through the end of the summer. So be sure to plan accordingly. Should be just a few more moments. We'll have the Yesco Virginia Racers out on the speedway. They're going to go at it for Bojangles bow time qualifying. It's the 6th division to do so here this afternoon. Then we'll jump into the late models to qualify them. That'll wrap up Bojangles bow time qualifying. And the green flag will drop in just about an hour or so, around 7 p.m.
Question for you. Do you know how you're getting home tonight after the race? If you hesitated, now's the time to find a designated driver. Ask a friend or family member, or use a ride-sharing app. Time to find a designated 100% of drunk driving deaths are preventable. So ask yourself, who's your driver? Plan ahead and use a sober driver and buckle up to learn more at who'syourdriver.org. Use a sober driver. 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 Learn more at who'syourdriver.
Larry King is committed to helping those whose health, safety, liberty, or well-being have been wrongly victimized. You can have confidence in knowing you have a strong, skillful, and dedicated legal team.
Larry King knows accidents and injuries. He knows the law, and he can help. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
We have nearly 40 years of trial experience and have helped tens of thousands of people for all types of serious personal injuries, criminal offenses, and other serious legal matters. Larry King Law has the knowledge, experience, commitment, and resources to be your powerful advocate.
Taking it back to the old school.
It's time to go old school with old school video games and more.
Old school.
The absolute best place for all your video game needs. Old School offers everything from today to back in the day.
Back in the day.
Old School video games.
Old school.
3 locations in Hampton, Suffolk, and Portsmouth. They guarantee the best trade value and the lowest prices than any other game store.
Bring it back. Bring that back.
Old School Video Games also offers EMS, fire, police, and military discounts. For more info, go to oldschoolva.com.
Old school. Old school.
I'm old school.
OLDSKOOLVA.com. Old School Video Games, proud sponsor of the Super Streets here at Langley Speedway.
It's bow time at Bojangles. How do we know our chicken is seasoned to perfection? Because you keep coming back for more. Head to Bojangles for fresh, never frozen chicken that's been seasoned to perfection, marinated for 12 hours, and hand-breaded not once, but twice. And when you buy an 8-piece box of chicken, you'll always get 4 biscuits absolutely free. So head back to Bojangles and pick up the chicken we're famous for, and the biscuits we're famous for, and our legendary tea. We're also famous for our tea. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Larry King Law's Langley Speedway in Hampton presents Wacky Wednesday every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Time trials, burnouts, and side-by-side oval drag racing. Bring your car and helmet. Find out who's the best. Pit fees only $15. General admission only $7. Wacky Wednesday back in your face every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Wacky Wednesdays, the premier midweek street car racing event. Any street legal car with current inspection tags are eligible to compete. Registration and spectator gates open at 6 p.m. Cash prizes and a whole lot of fun. Get all the rules, regulations, and more information at langley-speedway.com. Join the Wacky Wednesday Facebook page or call 865-RACE.
In the 60 seconds it will take you to listen to this radio ad, you could crack open a delicious Pepsi and start learning to play the electric guitar. Or the didgeridoo. You could take some photos worth untagging, wake up with face paint on. Or invent a new language you speak only with your 2 new best friends. Together you could adopt an exotic pet and name it Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi. Oh, Pepsi.
In 60 seconds you could call up your crush and profess your love.
I'm in love with you.
But misdial and call your mom. BTW could LOL at your BFF ROFL because your BFF 4LTMI'd.
Dude.
You can run a 100-meter dash slowly. In 60 seconds, you could double Dutch jump rope on a trampoline faster than anyone's ever double Dutch jump roped on a trampoline before. Then upload the video, get 1 billion views, and achieve international fame in a tiny province of China you can't even pronounce. In this 60 seconds, you didn't do any of that, but you can now. So what are you waiting for? Grab a Pepsi and get out there, because now has never happened before, and it only lasts for now. Pepsi, live for now.
Serving homeowners in Virginia since 1970, Mr. Fix-It specializes in bathroom remodeling and gutter replacement services that will transform your home. With an A+ BBB and 5-star Google rating, Mr. Fix-It helps homeowners maintain their biggest investment from scratch to finish. From tub and shower replacement to installing gutter helmet systems, Mr. Fix-It has over 50 years of experience in completing home improvement projects. We serve the majority of Virginia and are ready to assist you with a relaxed, no-pressure consultation. Visit MrFixItSpeedway.com today.
Put on your smiley smile. Smiley's heating and cooling today. Put on your smiley smile. Your comfort's just a smile away. We'll warm you up when it's cold, cool you down when it's hot. And when you're comfortable, you tend to smile a lot. With Smiley's heating and cooling, your comfort is just a smile away.
It's Car Masters Automotive with a Napa Gold 36-month, 36,000-mile peace of mind warranty. Go to RepairPal.com for a fair price guarantee. Customer rental and loaner cars too. Car Masters is hiring technicians up to $55 an hour with 100% help and more benefits. 757-456-0722. Car Masters Automotive. Go to CarMastersAuto.com at 931 East Little Creek Road in Norfolk.
Just about ready to roll for the Yesco Virginia Racers here at Bojangles. Bow time qualifying. Adam Welbrock here in the tower with you. Brian White down on the pit lane for the Virginia Racers category here in Bojangles qualifying. Up next, the Hoosier Driver Late Model is going to qualify their machines as well. This is race number 3 of the season, Brian, and these guys always put on a show.
They really do, Adam. Virginia Racers, so much fun to watch. Standing down here on pit road with John Bray. He's the crew chief for Rob Jenkins. They have run up at Dominion Speedway, and we're talking here, John. You're welcome back to Hampton, Virginia. You're the crew chief for this car. How is the 89 race car?
Well, right now we don't know. We just burnt the right rear off of it in practice, and so we don't know if the new tires are going to do it, but we're hoping they'll make some changes, and hopefully it won't too bad.
I hear you. And talk about, of course, Dominion was rained out here tonight. You guys decided to come down here. How different is it for you as a crew chief setting up the car for that racetrack versus this flatter course in Hampton?
Yeah, the flat track really does, change the way the car handles. And we made some changes, but not too big a change. But we're real slow, so I can't say what it'll take.
Well, best of luck. Go have fun tonight.
Thank you so much.
That is John Bray. He's the crew chief for the driver Rob Jenkins. Adam, Rob raced out here several years ago and is back here in 2024. Going to run the race here tonight.
How cool is that? The Jenkins machine is going to be up next. Right now we're watching the 57 of Chase Johnson on the speedway. Chase ran a handful of races last year in the Virginia Racer division. He is right now the only driver to put down a lap, 18.225. Lap number 2, so problems on his second lap, 16.952, the lap of record for Chase. Young man just trying to gain some experience. His father and grandfather both raced here in a very similar looking number 57 machine, always sharp, bright colors on those race cars. Here's Ryan DeBolt in the 51 car. He too has raced here in the past. The DeBolt family also long success story here at Langley Speedway. What car 51 has in store. Just like the late models, they're going to run a scuff lap and a green-white checkered. So first lap out on the racetrack, no time for both late model categories. Ryan just wrapped up his first time lap, 17.416, currently second out of the 2 drivers so far.
Still early on in qualifying for the Yesco Virginia races. Of course, Raleigh Music is the current point standings leader. 2 races, 2 wins for car 47. Donovan Edwards comes into this race second to the championship standings, just 2 markers back. Randy Sample in car number 24 is third. Right now, 4th in the points is Kevin Morgan. And Sparky West, we talked to him earlier. He's getting ready to roll out. He is currently 5th in the championship checks. And I'm going to see if I can just sneak in a quick word with Raleigh Music as he prepares to go out and qualify here in just a bit. A lot of crew members down here standing. And Raleigh Music buckled into the race car, ready to go. Let's see if I can just sneak in a quick word. Hey, Raleigh. Hey, Raleigh.
Yeah, I think we got a really good car. Nothing's changed from last week, just the oil and the motor. So we'll see if we can go through for 3. Hopefully just happy to be here and happy to have fast race cars given by Phil Warren.
Well, go get them. Go get.
Thank you.
That's Riley Music, one of the hottest drivers here in 2024. Adam, would not be surprised to see him qualify on the pole.
That's right, he's 2 for 2 this year. Riley, the 2022 division champ, had a problematic 2023, went winless last year, didn't even missed a handful of races, so it was good to see Riley pick up from that 22 season, one opening night, and he did it 7 days ago here, race number 2 of the season. Right now we are watching the 89 car. Rob Jenkins turn some laps. Brian talked to his crew chief. Right now Rob is 3rd out of 3. This is the 4th car on the racetrack, Danny Harrell. Mr. Day of Destruction, as I like to call him, turns some laps. Lori on Facebook says, let's go, Danny Harrell, go get him. He's attacking the racetrack right now. The Car Masters number 95 machine works his way into 3 and 4. Checkered flag, or excuse me, white flag is in the air. First lap in the books for Danny. He is 3rd, 17.459 seconds. Car 95 3rd out of 4th so far. Terry Fuller says, let's go, Riley Music. Just heard from the young man himself with Brian White. Robin says, let's go, Donovan Edwards. Donovan, very, very quick as well, Brian.
And I'm standing down here talking with the Edwards family. Donovan, 2 races, 2 runner-up finishes. Hey, Donovan, you've had a very fast race car this season.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot better than last year. We found something, got a new chassis, new engine, so we're going to try to piece it together here and try to get a victory tonight.
And what's it going to take to finish 1 spot better? 2 races, 2 second-place finishes. You've been on fire.
Yeah, we have a winning car. We just need to get the driver a little better and dial it in and see if we can get it tonight.
All right, that's Donovan Edwards, Adam. Very, very fast. Again, 2 races, 2 second-place finishes. He may just get 1 spot better this evening.
That's right, and he's got a great father in his corner as well. Danny, already a winner this year, the 6-time champion, running a very look-alike paint scheme to that of his son. Danny, the father, has the colored-in orange numbers, where Donovan's got the orange outline numbers on the 26. Very similar colors. Of course, rightly so. They're teammates in the Edwards Motorsports category. We'll see Donovan a little bit later on in qualifying, a little further down the order. Right now, it's Aiden Millett on the racetrack. Car number 9, 4 wins from last year. Aiden looking to bounce back. He was 3rd 7 days ago. Right now, he is 2nd at a 17.140 in car number 9.
I've got car number 24 down here. That's Randy Sample, 3rd in the points chase. He's got 1 podium finish of 3rd, coming off an 8th place finish a couple of weeks, I think that last week. And Randy Sample, good start to 2024.
Yeah, we've had a couple of pretty good runs, and he's got to thank my dad for everything, and all the support we get from him.
And how is the car here, or how was the car in practice earlier today?
We made a couple changes, and we were kind of dragging the nose off it the first practice, so we had to fix that. It was better in the second practice.
Who in your family is involved in this team?
Pretty much everybody in my family is out here right now on this car, working on this car, and every week. And then we even got more than just family that's become family.
All right, well, go have fun out there this evening.
Thank you.
That's Randy Sample. Of course, I've talked with Nick Sample. Nick's raced here over the years. Said they want to focus on getting this car number 24 running strong, and they have done that to get the season started.
That's right, Randy's sitting 3rd in the point standings. The fighter jet paint scheme on the Portsmouth Army Navy Chevy Camaro. We'll see the 24 up a little later on. We just saw Jacob Derrick, 8-time winner from a season ago. Last year's Rookie of the Year. He put it on the pole, 16.933 for the time being. He is P1 out of 7. Hunter Waltrip, there you see in the 33 car turning laps. The 2-time and defending Super Truck champion, going full-time in the Virginia Racer category this season. That car, unfortunately, doesn't sound too happy. So we'll see if Hunter and his team get that problem sorted. They've had mechanical problems each and every weekend so far this year, just trying to get their feet set here in this category, making their 3rd start here tonight. Hunter, 7th out of the 7 cars off turn 4. There's the checkered flag. He is going to pick up some time, but stay P7, 19.046 seconds.
We got the Morgan brothers down here in car number 98. Speaking of Matt Morgan, Kevin Morgan in car number 1. They'll be the final 2 qualifiers to post laps in this Yesco Virginia Racers. And of course, Matt Morgan Kevin and Matt running strong. Kevin currently 4th in the point standings, just 10 markers back. I'll see if I can sneak in here with Kevin and get his thoughts. Hey, Kevin, you have been right near the front here for the Virginia Racers this season.
Yeah, we'll see. We were pretty good in practice, so on old tires, so we didn't run a second practice, so we wanted to see what we're going to have for qualifying. Obviously, it's a tough field. There's a lot of fast cars, including my brother in front of me, so running together, it's always a challenge, too, and we always are competitive with each other amongst the rest of the field. So it's a group, a lot of, veterans and young guys and young, younger kids coming up from other divisions, so it makes a very competitive group. So we'll see what we got for tonight, see what we can do. Hopefully we can both of us end up in the top 5 for Morgan Motorsports, and we go after it.
And how much do you guys share? You're, of course, brothers, family sport. Do you guys just share your notebooks openly?
Our setups are a little bit different. We have a couple things different on our cars, but for the most part, we've actually trended a little bit closer together with setups and stuff, so we kind of share different things he's dealing with, things I deal with, and try and make improvements in the right direction for both of us.
I'll go out there and post a good lap.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Is Kevin Morgan. He'll be the final qualifier.
Kevin having a strong season, 4th in the point standings. He and his brother Matt looking to do the Morgan Motorsports team proud. And right now we're watching the 99 of Sparky West Racing on the Speedway. We saw Jonathan White a moment ago, car 30, put it 4th quickest on the board, 17.278. Jonathan is 4th out of 9. Sparky 7th on lap 1, jumps to 4th on lap 2, 17.216 seconds. Car 99, the Ford Mustang, going to line up outside row 2 provisionally. We'll see how that stands. Up next, another driver that's turning heads. It's rookie Atlee Weiss. Atlee, who we just saw in the Pro 6 category, qualifies 2nd. He finished top 5 in this race last weekend, his first career top 5 in his first full-time season. Atlee's first lap, that's a scuff lap, so no time on that. Will go around. He's going to come around and now see the white flag. Then he'll have a time set on the board. He's the 10th car to qualify here in the Yesco Virginia Racers division. First lap for Brian, P4.
Absolutely looking at Atlee Weiss, 4th fastest. I've got the driver that's the fastest right now. That's Jacob Derrick. Hey, Jacob, pretty good lap.
Oh, yeah. We got a really good race car. I mean, the 47 is going to be pretty good in Q, but we got a really good race car. We found a few issues last week, but we got them fixed, so we should be pretty decent tonight.
All right, and for the race this evening, what's the goal?
Just to be ahead of everyone at the end.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
That is Jacob Derrick, Adam. He's ready to get some good luck on his side. And right now, Jacob Derrick is the fastest, laid down a quick time of 16.933. He's watching the 47 car. He said, hey, that's the car to keep your eye on. Talking about the driver who has won the 2 opening races. We're speaking of Rally Music.
That's right. When you win the first 2 races, you're bound to turn some heads. Of course, he's a former champion in this division. Talking about Riley Music. Good to hear from Jacob down there in the pit lane. Brian mentioned the bad luck they've had. They've had a DNF in the opening night. Had a okay car last week, finished top 10, but that's not what they want to do. They want to win, and so does Riley. Straight to the top, 16.926, 7 1/1000ths of a second better than that of Jacob Derrick. That's just lap 1. Here comes lap 2 for the 47 team. Checkered flag is waving a little bit quicker, 16.910 seconds for car 47. Riley goes to the top here in qualifying. Riley, a 2-time pole sitter, 2-time winner here in the Yesco Virginia Racers. Just heard from Jacob saying that was going to be the car to beat. Jacob, good call on his part because Riley indeed picking up where he's left off. Doug Warren next on the racetrack, the veteran racer. Car 45 has been fast here at Langley. He's a former winner in this division. Now looking to put down a fast time. Just a handful of drivers left to go for the limited late models. The Virginia Racers up next. It's the Who's Your Driver late models. They too will run 3 laps in total, a scuff lap followed by 2 quick qualifying laps. We'll see what they have in store. Right now, Doug Warren, 6th quickest, 17.160, car 45. Lap 1 in the books, now trying to complete lap 2. He picks up a good bit, 17.089 P4 for Doug Warren. Next car on the racetrack, car 14, the Zach Bieber's machine. Zach is a rookie here at Langley, and Brian's down with another driver.
Here with Chase Johnson right now, 57 car, third fast. That was a good lap, but you said it was a little dicey on the second attempt.
Yeah, we probably would have been a little bit better right there, but I drove it in about 5 car lengths too deep going into 3, but this is easily the best car I've ever had at this place. It just rolls the corner like a dream.
And how much do you like racing here at Langley?
It's easily probably my favorite racetrack.
We talked to some other folks earlier. You're constantly turning. You're never really going to break at this racetrack.
What?
You're constantly turning here. You're never really going to break in the car.
It's easily one of the hardest tracks to drive. As a driver, it's one of the tracks that will challenge you the most out of any track on the East Coast.
All right, well, go have fun this evening.
Thank you. Can I thank all my sponsors real quick? I'd like to thank Dixie Paving and Sealing, LA Engineering, Farmer Machine, Medicorp, Matthews Designs, Express Auto Center, RJR Racing, and Next Level Landscaping.
All right, Chase Johnson. Adam, he's a smart driver, also understands, got to thank those sponsors who help make it happen.
That's right. Can't make it to the racetrack without the partners. Chase, a bright young man with a lot of racing experience in his family. Mentioned his father and grandfather both raced out here. Chase doing them proud. He's been very, very quick in his very few starts he's had, but very quick again tonight. The 57 currently sits in third. Zach Beaver put it P12 on the board on his qualifying run. Now it's P13 because Donovan Edwards goes to P4, 17.021 seconds for the 26 Danny's Glass Camaro. There you see him in turns 3 and 4. Car right on the bottom of the racetrack, off turn number 4. Final lap for the 26, still fourth, 17.007 seconds. Top 4 drivers, just over a tenth of a second separating them. So very competitive times in the Virginia Racers field. Next up, Randy Sample car. We just heard from Randy. He was talking to Brian down in the pits. The Portsmouth Army Navy Chevy off turn 2. Very sharp paint scheme for that team. Portsmouth Army Navy on the quarter panel, as well as many other partners. Samples have a long history of racing here at Langley, and Randy looking to add to that. Brian mentioned he's had a good season so far, third in points as things stand right now. No wins for the 24 car, but maybe they could get it done tonight. We'll have to wait and see. Off turn 4, the first time lap for Randy. What does he have on the stopwatch? P10 for the 24, 17.278. And as I look, it's an exact tie with Jonathan White for 9th. So our 5th row right now, the exact same lap time, 17.278. Randy is sideways off the floor a little bit, checker flag waving. He picks up P6, 17.112 seconds. That puts him 6th out of 15 drivers so far. Just a couple of drivers left to go. It is indeed the Morgan brothers. We just heard from Kevin Morgan in the number 1. He'll be the last car out, but right now we're watching his brother Matt Morgan. Matt had a top 5 in points last year, was very, very quick each and every time on the racetrack, and looking to add to that this season. Both of these drivers, of course, sons of Miss Lori Morgan, who's one of the smiling faces when you come onto the property. She's in the pedestrian tunnel with Miss Anna Morris, rooting on her boys tonight. Matt in that number 98 machine, digging off turn 2. The green flag has waved. Let's see what he has now on the stopwatch. Turn 3 and 4 looks good. First lap of record is complete. 13th quick for car 98. Not the lap he was probably looking for. 17.414 seconds. No doubt looking for more on lap 2. Car a little bit there onto the apron there, trying to get the front end to turn, the flat part of the racetrack right below that yellow stripe. And Matt goes to 10th, 17.228 seconds, 10th out of 16 so far. And the 17th car, 17th and final one, is his brother Kevin. Here comes the number 1 machine. Starting his scuff lap, Kevin having a great season, 4th in points, still looking for that first win on the year. Very, very consistent, looking to add to that here this evening. Flagman Shane Snyder shows the green flag to car number 1. He's back in turn 1 now. The stopwatch beginning to roll. for Kevin. Watching him now work his way into 3 and 4, right on that yellow stripe car. Getting back into the throttle there, a little bit of complaining in the rear end. The back end stamping out just a little bit. P14 for Kevin on lap 1, 17.475 seconds. See if he can better that on lap 2. 17 drivers have taken time officially. Riley Music right now is still sitting P1. Car number 1 finishes things up. He's going to slot in P12, 17.286 seconds. Brian, that means Riley's done it yet again.
That's right, Riley Music. I kept my distance. I wanted to see all the qualifiers go through. Congratulations, you have won the Bojangles Pole Award.
Yeah, I felt like an idiot leaving pit road. I went up the hill, chattered the right front, went back down the hill, chattered the left front, went down the hill, chattered the right front, and ran all through the grass. Felt like an idiot, but hey, this car is just on rails after last Saturday. They said, you want to change anything? I said, yeah, go home, put it on stands, and change the oil and put it back in the trailer. And I think we found some stuff. Man, I just can't thank the genius Phil Warren enough. He brings me the best race cars ever.
Talk about the difference from last season to this season. It's like a night and day difference.
It definitely is. My confidence is way higher. I'm happier than I've ever been. I got 2 of the best race cars I've ever had, even though this is the same race car I ran last year. It's just overall the best equipment I've ever had, and we definitely loaded all our bullets up to go all out this year.
Now, we're very early in the season, but the confidence you said is high. Talk about how much it would mean to go get that championship again.
Well, I don't really know what the future is in Limited. We plan on racing late model stock weekly, and as long as the Limited pays for itself from the first week, we'll race it the next week. So we're going to do that as long as we can and try and race the late model as much as we can. And I feel like we got a really good shot in both race cars. So
let's talk about the late models. How much fun are you having in that division? I mean, that is the premier series here at Langley.
Oh, yeah. I love the late model. Like, for opening night, I raced that thing, and we came and tested this Monday. And I told Phil, I said, I'm not even having fun. This is like driving a hobby stock compared to a Cadillac.
He's Mr. 7-time champion. I mean, he gives some really good advice.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of stuff we butt heads about. Then there's a bunch of stuff we agree with. And there's been some setup talk that we butted heads about together, but we both ended up bringing our minds together and working together, and we found something for all 3 cars we really like.
All right, well, go have fun, Riley.
Thank you.
That's Riley Music, Adam. He starts pole position here this evening.
Surprise, surprise. Driver 47 makes it 3 in a row. Terry on Facebook says, yeah, Riley, way to get it done. Aaron Goodman also cheering on her driver, Riley Music. Well, Riley's going to load up P1. We'll see the rest of the Virginia Racer field as they have qualified here today. Jacob Derrick going to line up P2 outside of the front row. Chase Johnson in his 2024 debut going to start 3rd. Donovan Edwards starts 4th. Doug Warren lines up in 5th. Randy Samples starts 6th. Aiden Millette going to start in 7th. Starting 8th, rookie Atlee Weiss. Starting 9th, Sparky West in car 99. Starting 10th, the 98 machine of Matt Morgan alongside the number 30 machine, Jonathan White, starts 11th. Kevin Morgan's going to start 12th. Danny Harrell starts 13th. Ryan DeBolt 14th. Rob Jenkins 15th. Zach Beavers and Hunter Waltrip. Your 17-car field for the Yesco Virginia Racers. Again, they are race number 5 on the evening. 8 races in total. Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Race fans, again, come on out and join us for our 7 o'clock start time. It's just around the corner. Tickets are still available. Langley-speedway.com. You can get them here at the box office as well. A little bit of an overcast day, as you can see. Temperatures a little chilly here tonight, but going to make for some great racing here for Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Again, 8 races in total, highlighted by 7 divisions. The Who's Your Driver late models, twin 50s for them. We're going to start qualifying them here in a matter of moments. They're going to set the lineup for race number 1. That'll be the first 50-lap race. Got some new faces that haven't raced here every single week. They're back, and some of them making their first start. Of course, Connor Hall highlights that category in the 77 camp. And, of course, we'll do it all over again for race number 7 for the twin 50s. That'll be a top 8 invert. Brian's down there patrolling the pit lane. Brian, who are you with?
I'm standing by with Connor Hall. Connor, welcome back to the track that made you a champion, or you made yourself a champion here at this racetrack and a national champ.
Thanks. Yeah, it's happy to be back. Could not have picked a better weather day to come back to good old Langley Speedway. So as we were just talking about, I'm actually a little nervous. Just, you know, it's kind of, everybody says it's like riding a bike, but everybody's kind of gotten a couple more races in so far, and, you know, there's a lot of good cars here.
And how was your car in practice earlier?
Yeah, we were pretty good. I definitely think this place has changed maybe a little bit from last year, but much to my crew members, you know, chagrin, I've been working on it, so we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. I think it'll be good. Just like I said, there's some guys here who have obviously won races here before I was born, so it's going to be hard to get it done.
And Connor, how has your season been in the Cars Tour from your assessment?
It was good until last night. I felt like the little ball inside of a pinball machine last night. So we're going to work on that. Be the paddles, maybe a little bit less of the ball next race. But it's been fun. It's a great opportunity presented to me by the Nelson Motorsports Group. So just looking to make the most of it this year and see what next year holds.
And let's go back in history just for a moment because I think it's worth talking about. Let's go back to last year. We talked at the banquet. Just an incredible year. You won almost every single race. I said almost, but every time you came out, you performed well. Wasn't planning to run a full season. You did run the full season. Didn't think you were going to win the championship. You did. And not only did you do that, you won the national championship. Even a few months removed from that, how special is that even to this point today?
It's pretty cool. It definitely sinks in like more over time. Basil's yelling at everybody, but it's really cool. It's something, you know, like I said, it's kind of like wine. It kind of matures on you a little bit. So we're going to try to go for, you know, I'm not going to say it, but we're going to try to maybe up the ante a little bit this year and see what we can do.
All right, welcome home. Connor Hall is back. Adam, a little pressure that I think he's put on himself, but he's ready to go here tonight.
I know when that team pulled into the compound, the heads were turning down here in the infield, that's for sure. When Connor comes on to the Langley Speedway property, it definitely gets the attention of not just us here as broadcasters, but also the race fans and the race teams. Now that he's running full-time in the Cars Tour, I mentioned he ran last night at Ace, but tonight has the night off, came back here to Langley, so we're happy to have him. And boy, what a story it would be if he could get back to victory lane after a dominant 2023 season. He's also learning some things for the Cars Tour race. Race fans, don't forget, that's June 1st, just a few weeks away. So Connor and some other race teams down here also gaining some notes and experience for when they return for the June 1st Cars Tour, the 125. Visit Hampton 125 here just a few short weeks. Right now it's time to qualify for Twin 50s, race number 2 of the evening, going to the late models. First car out on track is Thomas Marks in car 88. He goes across the stripe, 16.500, even for the 88 machine. Thomas looking to just have some good luck on his side. He's had a rough start to the season, trying to rebound. We'll see how lap 2 treats him off turn 4. Sideways lap 1, little sideways again. Thomas picks up some time, 16.344 on lap number 2. Next driver on the speedway, the 09 machine. There you see the blue and white car, Michael Rogers, rookie driver here at Langley. He's going to start his scuff lap again. Drivers can run a lap all by themselves. They're going to get no time being scored on that lap. That's their scuff lap, building heat and pressure into those Hoosier tires. Michael a little bit up the hill there through 3 and 4, but that's okay. The stopwatch starts now for the 09. He's back in turn 1.
Standing down here with the 29 race car, Casey Wyatt. He's strapped in. He's got a few cars to go ahead of him. Casey Wyatt, hey, you had to do a lot of work to get this car ready to go. You had to do a lot of work to get this car ready to go tonight, but hey, you were leading this event a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, we had a pretty quick ride, and hopefully we can duplicate what we finish what we started last week and finish out the deal. Hopefully we get a good qualifying spot here and can flex our muscles a little bit here the first race.
I was talking to your dad. He said, hey, qualifying's important, but we're really focused on the race as far as the setup's concerned.
Yeah, we're more focused on the race for sure, but a good starting spot would help the race finish out a lot. So I've been having to battle my way to the front and use my stuff up a little bit. Worked out our in favor last week on the second race, but hopefully we can get us one in the first race here.
Hey, how much fun was it being back up front leading this event 2 Saturday nights ago?
I'm not quite sure what you said there, but looking forward to tonight. I got to thank my sponsors, Sprint Shack, Art Newsom, Forever Green Lawn Care, while you're out commercial cleaning, TPS, Power Systems, Wyatt Homes, and Frontline Bakes.
That's Casey Wyatt. He's ready to go here tonight. As we talk to him, Mark Wirtz just put the fastest lap on the board. So good run for Mark Wirtz.
Yeah, Mark's been fast this year. He's been running top 5 most of the events so far. He's currently 3rd in the point standing, still looking for that first win on the year. The black and blue number 55 Corvette parts Camaro pulls it down into the pits. Mark's official quick lap, 15.981, the only driver so far. Dip below the 16-second bracket. Here's another driver with lots of experience around here, Craig Estep in the number 25 machine. Craig told Brian and I a couple of weeks ago this would be his last full-time season here competing at Langley, so big news for the Estep family. Craig going to take some time off, but he's a very valued member of the Langley Speedway community, longtime racer, as we mentioned. Run multiple different configurations here at the Speedway, run many years, many different machines. Craig right now 3rd quickest, 16.483 on lap 1.
Hey, if you're here at the racetrack in the grandstands and you have a vehicle with license plate XR BMW dark color, I should say it's an XR BMW dark color TTJ-9841, your lights and vehicle are on. You might want to take care of that. And Mark Wirtz has drove it down here on pit lane. I believe, Adam, right now he is still the fastest here in Bojangles bow time qualifying for Mark Wirtz. Put out a time of 15.981 seconds. He puts the window net down. We'll see if we can get a word with Mark in just a moment. I see Carly down here, his daughter. She's cheering on her dad. I talked with Mark earlier. He's had some solid runs here in 2024. Been right up near the front. He's climbing from the car now at social media at Mark Wirtz. Hey, Mark. Hey, fast lap. You're setting P1 here early on.
Yeah, I mean, the car is better there than it was in practice, but I still don't think that's going to be enough to hold the pole. Freed it up just a touch too much, so I was having to babysit the throttle on the way off. So J&J Clearing Demolition, CorvetteParts.net, Yesco Signs, and Bayport Credit Union, Buckets Bar and Grill, number 55. I think it's going to race all right. Just I don't think it's going to be quite enough to stay P1.
Hey, but that's qualifying. Let's talk about the race trim. You have been right up front, P2 a couple of times, sniffing victory lane. You're almost there.
We're trying, man. I tell you, I'm getting older, so these things are getting harder and harder and harder to get. But we've just been using the previous race as a true test of what the car may want. So, you know, you can sit and adjust there in practice to try to get a pole, but I'd rather have a car good in the long run.
And I heard a rumor that you might be in the broadcast booth next week. Maybe. I heard a rumor.
Yeah, I'm going to have to bring some Tic Tacs and some water.
Always fun talking to Mark Wirtz. Adam, I think he's actually going to be joining you up in the tower next week.
So far, that is confirmed. We'll have to wait and see, but yeah, we'll have to stock up on some Tic Tacs and some water for the time being. Dean Shiflett hard into the outside wall in turn 3, and just as we look up, the 72 machine had an issue clearly and did not get into the corner the way he wanted to, so problems for the Mean Dean's Automotive Camaro. The gold and black number 72 sits right up against the wall here for the time being. Dean puts the window net down. That's great to see. You see him moving in the race car. That looks like he is all right. He's going to try and climb out. That is great to see after a pretty tough hit there in turn 3. Well, we were just hearing from Mark Wirtz. Mark provisionally is quickest. Cody Bryant was on the racetrack just a second ago. He is P2. Thomas Marks P3. Dean Shiflett was 4th quickest on his opening lap. That was lap 2 he was running. He is currently P4. Craig Estep, Michael Rogers, the 6 cars so far.
Hey, Adam, I'm down here talking with Craig Estep. Craig Estep in his final full-time season in 2024 made that announcement a couple of weeks ago. Craig, you wrapped up qualifying. Take us through your couple of laps.
The car is just a little tight in the center of the corner, trying to make it turn. We tried some stuff, and it seemed to be a little better. We'll make some more adjustments and use the races as a test, you know, and try to make the car better. These new tires, putting new tires on the car with this cool weather, it's kind of slick. So it takes a few laps for them just to come in.
And when you say it's a little slick out there, is it like driving on ice or maybe not quite that slick?
It's not quite that slick. When you first go out, it is. And you pretty much sliding around till you can feel once the heat gets in the tire to start to grip.
So that's got to give you a lot of confidence going down in the turns.
Yeah, just got to be careful, you know, and try to get some heat on them early.
Hey, take us through the thoughts and the emotions going into your final full-time season, this being your final month of May racing as a competitor. What's going through your mind?
You just enjoying it. I think I enjoy it more now than I ever have. Looking forward to getting the season behind me. And, you know, maybe you'll see me next year a few races. I don't know yet. See how the season goes.
Soak it all in and enjoy.
I will. Thank you.
That's Craig Estep, Adam. We've been talking about this driver 3-4 decades here racing in Hampton.
That's right, Craig Estep, a staple in the late model community and the Langley Speedway community in general, making his final full-time season 2024. Would be good to see him out here for some future races, but of course we'll see if that happens a little bit later on. Again, it's Mark Wirtz quickest here in Bojangles Bowtime qualifying. Race fans, we're welcoming you onto the property for Tidewater Safety Shoes race night. Of course, race fans tuning in on Facebook, a lot of people cheering on their favorite drivers. Robin says, go Danny and Greg Edwards, two drivers that have been quick so far. Aaron Goodman says, let's go CB, talking about the CB race team. Right now we're under the red flag conditions for the 72 of Dean Shiflett, sitting in turns 3 and 4, the 72 machine being attended to by our safety officials. Shouldn't be too much longer, and we'll have cars back out on the racetrack. We've got Brian up and down pit lane. You're patrolling all over the place, buddy. Who do you got?
I am. I'm looking at a really sharp 51M. Not only is it a sharp race car, this was the car that was parked in Winter Circle a couple of weeks ago. Ryan Matthews, congratulations. You're a late model premier winner in Hampton.
Thank you. It's still hard to believe. You know, it's unbelievable, truthfully, just, you know, racing against all these guys like the Edwards and Mark Wirtz, Woody Howard. All of them guys, man, they're so tough to beat, and they've got so many laps here. So it's, you know, it's nice to finally get one. We've been close a few times over the last few years, but you know, it's still unbelievable to me.
And so Ryan, you went out there and won a couple weeks back. Do you think that'll make it easier to get back to Winter Circle in the coming weeks?
Everybody says the first one's the hardest, but I don't know, man. It's hard out here. So we've been struggling a little bit today. I think we had a bad set of tires on, but guess we're going to find out here. Qualify is not my strong suit, still trying to figure that out. So it really sets us back in the first one, you know, just not having that track position. And so hopefully we can qualify decent today and start up front and hopefully get us another one. Connor's going to be tough today, and like I said, everybody else is going to be tough. So I guess we'll just wait and find out.
Best of luck, Ryan.
I appreciate it a lot.
That's Ryan Matthews, the defending winner here at Langley Speedway.
That's right. Ryan got it done a couple of weekends ago, his first career late model win, and hasn't gone without some trying. Ryan's been at it for a couple of years now, trying to get that monkey off his back. Finally did a couple of weeks ago. He's a former Legends competitor out here as well. We'll see how car 51 does tonight. He's 4th in points, courtesy of that win. He'll be just a little bit later in the lineup. So race teams lined up here in the pit lane. The late models ready to go for Bojangles Bowtime qualifying. Our race officials still attending to the Dean Shiflett machine as we sit under the red flag conditions. Looks like people are tuning in still from Facebook Live. Want to shout them out. People are cheering on Danny Harrell. Amanda says, let's go Danny Harrell. Sean Redmond says, let's go Chase Burrow. Chase Burrow here at Langley making his 2024 debut. He raced here last year in the modifieds, won the Sean Beluzzo Memorial. So good to have Chase back with us. Of course, races on the Cars Tour with Connor. So good to have some new old faces back here at Langley. Going to make for some exciting late model action as we get set for Tidewater Safety Shoes race night.
Larry King Law. Knowledge, experience, commitment.
Anytime an accident happens, dial 757-INJ-URED for Larry King.
If you or someone you know has been injured in an accident after getting medical help, call us first. Dial 757-INJURED for Larry King.
Larry King Law battles for justice and is dedicated to empower and protect accident victims. It is our mission to provide the best possible legal services. Anytime you need help, dial 757-INJ-URED.
It's bow time at Bojangles. How do we know our chicken is seasoned to perfection? Because you keep coming back for more. Head to Bojangles for fresh, never frozen chicken that's been seasoned to perfection, marinated for 12 hours, and hand-breaded not once, but twice. And when you buy an 8-piece box of chicken, you'll always get 4 biscuits absolutely free. So head back to Bojangles and pick up the chicken we're famous for, and the biscuits we're famous for, and our legendary tea. We're also famous for our tea. Bojangles, it's bow time.
Mosquito Joe knows that race fans don't let much spoil your time outdoors. But are you spinning your wheels when it comes to getting rid of mosquitoes? Let Mosquito Joe make outside fun again for you and your crew. Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and scratching, and no more wasting time on smelly products that don't work. When you call Mosquito Joe, be sure to mention Langley Speedway and receive 50% off your first spray. Visit mosquitojoe.com or call 855-ASK-A-JOE to get started. And remember to mention Langley Speedway. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
72 race car of Dean Shiflett cleared from the turn 3 outside retaining wall. Again, we did see Dean climb out of the race car, so that is good to see. Looks like race officials are telling drivers to be ready because we're going to get back after it for Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. The Who's Your Driver late models on deck for their qualifying session, the final division to do so. Coming up in just a few moments after qualifying, it'll be green flag racing for Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. The Huns Recycle Factory HRKC Pro Wing Champ Kart's going to start us off for 20 laps. Who's Your Driver late model is going to do twin 50s tonight. Hopefully that 72 car will be able to compete. You can see the damage there on the Dean Shiflett machine where he smacked the outside wall entering turn 3. Dean's automotive team going to have some work to do before the green flag drops. We'll see if they are able to get that car repaired. And good to see Dean there checking things over. Glad again he is all right. Race car is beginning to fire up, and it's going to be car 29 restarting us here for qualifying. Casey Wyatt in the blue and white number 29 Ford Mustang. We just heard from him talking to Brian down on the pit lane. And he was really confident. Led some laps even a couple weeks ago, so we know that car has some speed. See if he can go up here and get a pole. New wrap, new livery on that car. It looks very, very sharp under our Musco lighting system. Lights beginning to come on. We're ready to go racing again under the lights. Our 7 o'clock start time is back for now all the way through the month of June, July, and August. A whole summer long 7 o'clock start time. Our schedule, Langley-Speedway.com. Race fans mentioned the Cars Tour coming up in just a few short weeks. That's June 1st. Of course, the Hampton Heat's going to be in the middle of July as well. Lots of great things happening here at the racetrack. But right now we're celebrating Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night. Casey Wyatt ready to put down a fast lap. Here comes the 29. Green flag is in the air, and actually he's already on the white flag lap. No scuff lap for Casey. 16.174. He is third quickest out of 7 so far. Slides off turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air for the 29. Goes up the spot to P2. 16.026 seconds. Casey is P2. Well, here he is, race fans. Connor Hall is back, the 2023 track champion and 2023 Division I national champion, making his return to Langley Speedway in that Connor Hall Racing number 77 Toyota. Connor, of course, runs full-time in the Cars Tour with the Autos by Nelson race team, but it's a chance to run tonight. Ran at Ace Speedway last night, now here at Langley. See if he can pick up where he left off last season. Across the stripe for lap 1. Goes to the top. 15.837 seconds. Has about a 10th and a half in the bank on lap number 1. Can he find something here on lap 2? Back in turns 3 and 4. Car on the bottom of the racetrack. Little sideways out of 4. Fighting that wheel just a bit. And indeed goes a tick quicker. 15.759 seconds for car 77.
And Adam Connor said he was a little nervous, didn't know what he has, and he goes all the way to the top, goes a little faster on lap number 2, a 15.7. That's 0.2 of a second faster than anybody else here on the starting grid. Still early in Bojangles Bow Time qualifying, but certainly a good lap for car 77, your defending champion, as he has put it on the provisional pole.
Yeah, what a statement that would be if Connor could put it on the pole, maybe win one of our 2 races tonight, if not both. He's done it before. We'll see if he can get back to Dale Lemon's victory lane. Up next, it's Cole Bruce in the 31 machine. Cole has run here before, but never in a full-time season. He's doing that this year in 2024, his first full-time season at Langley Speedway. Cole, P5 on lap 1, 16.278 seconds. Car 31 fifth out of 9 thus far.
Got a champion down here, a 6-time champion, car number 21, Greg Edwards, of course, 4 races, 2 wins. He's the current point standings leader. Finished 4th in the second race a couple of Saturday nights ago, but more importantly won the first race. And we'll see if we can sneak in. Greg Edwards, hey, 2 Saturday night races, 2 times you went to Winter Circle.
Yeah, we can get him in the first race, but the second race has been our nemesis. So I don't know. We'll see what we can do and keep playing with it. Got a lot of competition here tonight, so it's going to be really tough.
How was the car earlier today, and what adjustments did you need to make?
It was pretty good. We tried a couple things. We didn't have as much speed as some of these guys, but we never put on new tires, so we just don't know.
And you're atop the point standings right now. Maybe a 7th championship in store?
Yeah, I like to even talk about points right now.
Go have fun tonight. That's Greg Edwards, Adam. Right now, he's the championship point standings leader by 4 points, and it's certainly something to keep your eyes on. He may be going for that 7th.
That's right. He has not finished worse than 3rd in the point standings since 2017. 7 seasons of top 3 consistency, including his most recent title in 2019. Car 21 going to be one to watch tonight. We just saw the 05 Mason Bailey making his Langley debut tonight. 16.089 seconds, P5 for the 05 in the Chevy Camaro. Up next, the Wood Brothers throwback Ford Mustang of Woody Howard. Woody, a longtime veteran here at Langley, looking to give a good run for that team. He put it in victory lane to end 2023, so he's got momentum on his side. Very, very quick each and every time he's at the racetrack, and proving it there again. Woody goes P2, 15.807 seconds. That's within a half a tenth of the Connor Hall lap time. Can he pick up on lap 2 what he needs? We're going to find out here in just a minute. Woody across the stripe, not quite, 15.807. He stays in P2. Next driver on the racetrack, the other end of the spectrum, young Riley Music. Riley put it on the pole for the limited late models, the Virginia Racers event. Can he do it now in the late models? You heard him say he's had good runs already in 2024, his first full-time season running late models. Had a handful of starts last year. Pair of 3rd places on opening night. He's 5th in points entering this evening. And boy, what a statement it would be if he can win not just one late Virginia Racers event, but also a late model event as well. It would be a huge night in the Riley Music Camp. Through turns 3 and 4, under the stopwatch for the first time. What does Riley have? P8, 16.120 seconds, 8th out of 12. So far, see lap number 2 can produce. A little sideways there again. Turn 4 becoming quite a problem area for a lot of competitors. P5 for Riley on lap 2, 16.023 seconds. That's 3 1,000ths of a second quicker than the Casey Wyatt lap in 6.003, the difference separating row number 3. There he is, Ryan Matthews, the most recent late model winner here at Langley. Ryan got his first career win 2 weekends ago. See if he can get it done again tonight. He's got the most momentum, that's for sure. Heard him talking with Ryan down in the pit lane. He was very confident coming into tonight. Certainly feels a little relieved after getting that win. Mentioned it's been a few years since he started running late models out here, and finally was able to get into victory lane. Off turn 4 for the first time, car 51 puts it, where does he go? P9. Not quite the lap he wanted, 16.122, but we've seen drivers pick up on lap 2 across the board, so looking good here for Ryan if he can find that little bit of speed he needs just to get the pole. How competitive this field is, you just need a little bit, but just short. P3 for car 51, 15.970 for Ryan. He's inside row 2 at the moment.
Standing trackside, Mason Bailey bailing from his race car. He posted the 8th fastest lap. Mason, welcome back to Langley Speedway.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, tell us how your qualifying lap was from your perspective.
I don't know if it was good or bad. It looks like it was decent. We never mocked up yesterday or today, so I had no idea what to expect out of the car. So I'm not too disappointed in that. I'm just glad the throttle return springs work.
Gotcha. And how will the car race tonight in the main features?
I'll let you know a little bit later tonight.
That's a good answer, Mason Bailey. Best of luck.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That's Mason Bailey, a good lap for that young competitor. He's raced in the Hampton Heat before and making his first start here in 2024. But Adam, how about Woody Howard? Car number 41, this Wood Brothers throwback paint scheme. He has put that car provisionally outside the first row, P2.
Actually, he just got bumped.
P3.
He just got bumped from the P2 spot. That's because Greg Edwards made his way to the racetrack. 15.780. 21, ironically enough, 21 one-thousandths of a second between he and Connor Hall. Top three competitors, 48 one-thousandths of a second separating those three drivers. So we're in for a treat tonight. How about Danny Edwards? Can Danny get it done in the 26 machine? He's already got a win this year. He's another six-time champion. And right now works his way down the backstretch. Scuff lap underway for him. Actually, he's already completed his scuff lap. This is a time lap for Danny. White flag in the air. Where does he go? Ninth quickest, 16.053 on lap one. Danny digging for more down the backstretch. Can he pick up anything in that Danny's Glass Camaro? Checker flag in the air. Danny, lap two, a little bit quicker, 16.014 seconds. P7 provisionally for Danny. How about this competitor? He's no stranger to success here at Langley. Got a number of people tuning in on Facebook cheering this driver on. That's Chase Burrow in the 00 machine. Sean Redmond says, go get him, Chase. Justin Spurlock says, pulling for that 00. So here we go. What does Chase have for the stopwatch? He mentioned he ran modifieds here last year at Langley. He won the Sean Paluzzo race in the fall. Big race here at Langley. Each and every season commemorating the late, great Sean Paluzzo here in the modified division. But tonight, he's going to run the late model. Chase, first lap is complete. He goes P4, 15.919 seconds.
Standing trackside with the driver that's third fastest, Woody Howard. Woody, good lap. It looks good on the stopwatch. You said it didn't feel so good.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, we bottomed out a little bit. I missed the corner maybe a little bit as well, so not complaining. It's a real tight field here, so we're looking forward to it. The car's really good.
Give us your assessment of how you and your team have performed so far this season.
I mean, the crew I have, they're awesome. We're having a really good time. But yeah, we've missed a few things, had a couple issues, but we're having a good time. You know, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Good luck and have fun tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Woody Howard. Adam, really fast right now. Woody sets provisionally inside the second row. And how about Chase Burr, the 00, P4?
That's right. Chase was within a tenth of that Woody Howard lap. Woody is third. Chase currently fourth. Ryan Matthews rounds out the top five. Now we're watching the 0 machine of Landon Pembleton. Landon making his 2024 debut here at Langley. He is the final car to qualify and try to get the pole away from that driver in the bottom right corner. We're talking about Connor Hall. Can Chase do it? Landon's first lap, P5. Landon's second lap, P4. 15.845 on the stopwatch. He's going to line up outside row 2, which means that's going to do it, Brian. Our pole sitter is Connor Hall.
That's right. Connor Hall is the pole sitter, but the driver that will line up inside the third row, fifth spot, that's Chase Burke. Chase, making your first start here in Hampton. Good lap.
Appreciate it. Well, I'm pretty sure we got a good race car. We lack a little speed right there in the qualifying, but I think the long run car will be pretty good.
You race just about everything. Dirt, asphalt, it doesn't matter. You're at a racetrack competing.
And, you know, the seat time's key. So, you know, just doesn't, you know, it's a late model, modified, doesn't matter. It's just laps.
All right, go get them.
Thank you.
That's Chase Burrow lining up fifth here tonight, and we'll see if we can catch Connor Hall, who picks up the pole here this evening. As you mentioned, Adam, his first start in 2024, and he certainly picks up where he left off last year. 14 victories en route to the national championship, and we did chat with him earlier. I don't see him down here near his pit stall, but Connor Hall will start P1 for race 1.
That's right. Connor Hall gets it done. Race fans, that's going to do it for Bojangles Bow Time qualifying. Come on out and join us at the racetrack later on this evening. For myself, Adam Welbrock, Brian White down in the pit lane. Thanks so much for joining us on Facebook. We'll see you here at the racetrack for Tidewater Safety Shoes Race Night.